my opponent here. He says that the majority of people are now accepting homosexuality. May I remind you that not long ago, this comes from the Psychiatric Health Administration, it used to be called abnormality. And the important part here is that a large portion of the country is against it. Now, he questioned what was a normal family. The question here is not what makes a normal family, but what it makes the fundamental marriage and the best quality for children to be raised. This is from Senior Counsel and Alliance Defender Juan Babion Barron. Says, marriage is the fundamental building block for all human civilization, not merely an arrangement between any two or more people who say they love each other. Now, he misinterpreted by saying that polygamy was going to become something is going to have. My question here is, if you're polygamous and same-sex marriages are being accepted, why is it, if I am polygamous, say, why is that my right, not her too, right? I mean, I have the same rights. Now, according to my data, civil unions are equal to marriage in certain states. But if they are not equal, then why don't we just solve that? Why don't we make civil unions equal to marriage or almost equal to marriage instead of trying to redefine the whole marriage thing, which puts 43% of the entire nation against it. That's me, sorry. Now, how does Hinduism have anything to do with the US? I guess 43% of Americans are Hindu, right? So that is very important. The important thing is 43% are largely religious, and that religion is Christianism or some type of Christianism, and Christianity completely rejects that. Now, he came out with these very exorbitant numbers of 166 million. At their maximum expression, there were 100,000 homosexuals being married at one point, and remember, these maximums are decreasing within time. So if you make the calculations, that each wedding is $553,000. So that seems a little bit too exorbitant. So I don't know where did you get these calculations, but they seem a little iffy. Notice, for instance, too, that he said something about immigration rights. And let me give you something that, to finalize my point. It says same-sex marriages are legalized in the U.S. They will still not be recognized outside of the U.S., which is especially important for couples who live in the U.S. and are native of the countries. And then I'm quoting here Charming of 2011. It says, complications is the predicament of same-sex couples, especially binational same-sex couples, who have traveled abroad to marry and then attempt to return with their overseas marital partners to the country of residence that does not recognize same-sex marriage or unions and may not even permit the partner to enter as a legal spouse. This predicament is exacerbated for those same-sex couples who may subsequently seek a divorce but are unable to obtain a divorce in either their country of residence because the marriage is not recognized in the foreign country where they married because they are not residents of that country. So workability there is also kind of very shaky. Thank you.